Great deal or no deal? What is a great deal? This is Ty, aka the Flip Man. I wanted to give you the meat and potatoes, trimmed down version of the most recent Flipinar, taking away most of the house cleaning and some of the stuff about me and all that stuff, but mainly for Facebook, and this will also be on YouTube. But I just wanted to get to the nuts and bolts of the information that you probably can use. Again, you can still join me on Thursday nights by signing up for my Flipinar. I have a question and answer period after the actual topic is discussed. You can sign up there at the top left, flipinar.com. Just go there and register, and boom, you'll be on the list and get a notification. But again, great deal or no deal, I'm giving you the trimmed down version of it. Now, before I get into that, let me do just a little house cleaning, so just hold on for 1 second. If you want to make $9,500, I need a buyer for this Family Dollar in the southeastern part of the U.S. To get more information about it, just simply go to the website here at the bottom, triplenetcash.com. That's NNNcash.com. NNN stands for triple net. Go there for more info. Remember, I have the 200 plus free videos on my YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, do a search for the Flip Man. Once you locate my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you can get alerts on new video uploads and when I go live on YouTube. If you want a free copy of the contract that I have used for the last 14 years as the date of this video, just simply go to or text contract to the number 313131. Text contract to 313131. Don't text me. Text 313131. No area code is needed, and you'll get a copy. You'll have an opportunity to get a free copy of the contract or download it. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram, flipman.net. You see my handle there. Also on Twitter, TheFlipMan. You can call or text me about my courses and coaching at the number here on the screen, 205-492-3425. Yes, I answer the phone. Yes, I'm the one returning texts. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on the notifications. People ask for it, I deliver. You want me to come to your town to train you personally? That is an option. There's a ticket on it, but there is an option. Call or text me about it. If you're interested in flipping commercial buildings like that Family Dollar, advertise and how I go about it, where there's low competition, very low competition, because most people are afraid of commercial real estate and don't know what to do. You can do it virtually sitting at your laptop or PC, never leave your house. You have a sea of opportunity because you can deal with the entire country. That's your playground. No cash or credit needed. Really, no cash or credit needed. Knowledge, techniques get you paid. Your credit or cash won't matter. And obviously, you're dealing with commercial real estate, big fat paydays. Go to flipthisbuilding.com for more information, and if you want to get started flipping commercial real estate like houses. You need private money. The domain name, the website name speaks for itself. Privatemoneylist.net. You need proof of funds. realpof.com. If you're going to deal with real estate agents or brokers, the only way they're going to take you serious on offers, you must have proof of funds. So realpof.com, go there, submit your phone number. Next page, Keith Yacker will explain exactly what you're getting. Same thing with privatemoneylist.net. Go there, submit your phone number. Keith will explain what you're actually getting. He does a great job at it. So on to the topic. I'll see you on the other side. I'm going to use great deal or no deal, which is really what you need is a great deal, not just a deal, but a great deal or no deal in order to wholesale it. So let's go ahead and get into it. How long did it take us to get here tonight? It took about the same time it does every week. But anyway, so what makes a great deal? Obviously, it starts with the price. When I have my student, they tell somebody call me today, blah, blah, blah. And they'll tell you the first thing I always ask them, well, what's the price? You know, they didn't give me one, or I didn't ask. You know what I'm saying? It all starts there. All right. It starts with the price, which I'm going to get into that because that's such a huge part of it is the actual price. All right. The next thing is the actual location of the property. Now, all of this is going to go right back to price in some form of fashion. Now, obviously, and each market is different. You know, some areas, some locations are going to be. Hold on a second, guys. I lost my mics here. Some areas and some locations are going to be hotter than others. But are going to be hotter than others. So, like the area that I tried to do a live stream video today, but as I said, you have to use up on YouTube, and you have to use a third party app to do that. And I think the area that I was in, I had a low cellular bar, so I couldn't get. I guess the data couldn't upload fast enough. So forgive me if you were on that earlier today. But anyway, so the location, and obviously you're going to have the higher end located. Everybody wants to be in those areas or whatever. Then you're going to have the blue collar and everything in between. Each market is going to be different. The area that I was in today, it's an interesting area because you can have the blue collar up until, I would say, not upper middle class, but just I guess between middle class and upper middle class. That's the range of houses that you'll deal with. For my market, that'll be from 700,000. I mean, from 70,000 in this particular market, you can have houses up to about 400,000. Okay, so, but it is such a vast area as far as population that you're going to have investors. If I found a great deal in that area, I have a buyer for it the next day, you know, once I put it in the contract. So again, it's all price driven, but in relation to the area and the perception that your buyers are going to want. Okay, so so the turnaround time, and what I mean by that is how, and I should have did days on the market. A lot of buyers are going to want to know how fast can I sell this to an actual family, a family that wants to live there. So again, that boils back down to price and location. So some areas, even though like in this particular area I was talking about, it's on the eastern side of my market, is that, you know, the houses between $70,000 and maybe $90,000, they may sit on the market a little while. But on the higher end of it, when you start talking about, you know, high hundreds, twos, threes, get up to the fours, they may not sit on the market that long at all, especially in the threes and the fours. So anyway, so the turnaround time. So, and again, what that simply means is that once the investor purchases the property, rehabs it, puts it on the market, normally they're going to list it with a realtor. How fast can they sell it? So you're backdooring what makes a great deal. That's why you can get away with selling. Like one of the best deals that I've done, we closed it in 8 days. It's one of the best deals I've ever done in my 14 years. We closed it in 8 days, and the total transaction was $140,000. You know, from paying me, the seller, and the buyer, you know, would close it. It was for $140,000, and we closed it in 8 days. You know, so, and he sold the property fast after he rehabbed it, and he ended up, I think he had a total of about 320 in it, maybe about 220, 225 in it, and ended up selling it for around like 355, some ridiculous number. You know, I had a good payday, but it wasn't that good. So anyway, and then profit potential. All right. So obviously, that's going to be subjective and depends on the investor. Again, when you're dealing in a higher end, they're going to have more at risk. So that's why I'll get students to send me stuff over. It may be 300,000 ARV, meaning what the house will appraise for in excellent condition. And the seller wants, we'll just say 230. All right, that's a $70,000 spread, right? Okay, but what the student doesn't understand all the time, and I have to make sure they understand this, is that most of those guys, let me say this first. Okay, that's not going to be $70,000 that they're going to make, because they still have to pay you, right, the wholesaler. They have to pay closing costs twice, and they say it doesn't need any repairs. They always need repairs. It may not mean as others, they're always going to need repairs. So that 70,000 gets eaten up. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that even though it has that $70,000 spread, he only ends up really making about 40. They're not going to spend $260,000 for the most part. You know, you're always going to have your outliers, but for the most part, most investors are not going to spend $260,000 to make $40,000. They're just not. They're looking, if they spend that kind of money, they're looking to get close to making almost 100 off of it, at least six figures off of it. In most cases, again, you're going to always have your outliers. It depends on your market. Some markets are hotter than others. That may be a great deal, but for the most part, that's just the mindset of these guys. That's a lot of money to put out there for that return. So I hope I broke that down on what makes a great deal. So let's just get in the math side of it. All right. So now understand that this formula, you'll see it all over the internet, and this is just my version of it, is not just a set in stone number. It's more to keep you from wasting time than anything. All right. So let's break it down. So ARV, what that stands for, what that acronym stands for, is after repair value. And people get confused because you hear the word repair in there. Simply what it means is that what will the house appraise for in excellent condition? That's my street version, a layman's term definition of that. Times 60 to 70%. And the reason I use that range, because you see videos where I have 60%, you'll see videos where I have 70%. So for the sake of this, I'll just give you the range. And what that simply means is that you're basically building in the profit and holding costs for an investor. You have to think in the mind of an investor whenever you're negotiating these deals. And so not the 60% is their profit or 70%, it's the difference, either 30% or 40%. 40% plus 60% makes 100%. 70% plus 30% makes 100%. So the 30% on the 70%, it'll be his holding costs and profit. Same thing with the 60%. All right. So you can't go wrong with either. I just put the range out there. Again, this is not set in stone. It only just gives you something to go by so you don't waste a lot of time. So once you come up with that number, you subtract the repair cost. Now, a lot of times when you're talking to a seller, you're negotiating with, you won't know that. So just to be conservative, depending on, you can just throw out a number. We'll just say $20,000. If it's less than that, then that's just a bonus for you if you can negotiate your deal based off of that. But if it's more than that, you'll have to go back in, and the seller knows what condition their property is in, even though they may tell you something different over the phone, and you act accordingly. All right. So now you might subtract your fee times 2, and that'll equal the ballpark offer. All right. So let's get into some just raw numbers here. So as in this example, we'll just say the ARV is $100,000. Again, what that simply means is what would the house appraise for in excellent condition? All right. So the repair cost, we're just going to say it's $20,000. And your fee, say you want to make $7,000 on it. That's not a set in stone number, but you need something to go by, times 2. So that's a total of $14,000. All right, so let's put this in actual, format where you can see the see the difference. Okay, so you're going to take the $100,000, that's the ARV, times, we'll just say instead of 60% or 70%, we'll just, you go in the middle, 65%. All right, and then you're going to subtract the 20,000 from that amount, which that would have been 65,000. So you'll subtract 20,000, which is the repair cost, and your fee times 2, which was 7,000 times 2 is 14,000. So that leaves $31,000. That's your ballpark offer. Now, you can offer that amount, but in reality, I'm going to probably offer less than that if they force me into making that offer. My goal is to get them to give me their least amount instead of me making an offer and trying to pull their least amount out of them. So, which I had a previous webinar on how I go about that process. I won't get in there. You have to go to that previous webinar. But we'll just use 31,000 as the number. So, boom. So, if you can get down to that number based off the data that you have, as far as the ARV, if that's correct, the repairs, if that's close to being the number, and then obviously what you think you want to make on it, you know, boom. So you may actually be able to make more than that $7,000 that you really said you want to make. So great deal or no deal. That's basically it in a nutshell. Boom. I hope the information was helpful. Take it, run with it. I wanted to remind you of my 200 plus videos that I have for free on my YouTube channel. Just simply go to YouTube, do a search for The Flip Man. You should be able to access my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. If you're on Facebook right now, just simply tap the button that says watch more and it'll take you to my channel. If you're interested in my courses and coaching, don't forget you can call or text me at 205-492-3425. Or you can also access it at flipman.net. If you want a free copy of the contract that I've used for more than 14 years as the date of this video, simply text the word contract to 313131. That's contract to 313131. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram at flipman.net. Follow me on Twitter, TheFlipMan, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, turn on the notifications so you are alerted when new videos are posted and if I actually go live on YouTube. If you need a coach to come to your city, get you going in your actual market, I do offer that. Training and coaching in your city. Call or text me for pricing. I answer the phone. I return texts myself. If you're interested in commercial real estate, low competition, you can do it sitting virtually at your laptop, sea of opportunity because you're dealing with the entire country. Your cash or credit won't matter, and obviously, you know, there are big fat paydays. Just simply go to flipthisbuilding.com. If you need a private money list, privatemoneylist.net. It speaks for itself. If you need proof of funds, you're dealing with real estate agents or brokers, it's the only way they're going to take you serious. I actually use these proof of funds on a daily basis, submitting offers on high 6-figure, 7-figure deals, these same proof of funds. So realpof.com if you need it. Thanks, and I'll see you on the flip side.